it is actually Thursday morning today, and we're gonna be cutting, me and Gabriel. Had a slow week at work this week, so was able to get broke free and go ahead and get started on the list. We're actually gonna do something cool this week and try it out, but since I didn't have to work today, I decided to go ahead and get started. Me and Cody are talking about possibly splitting up on Fridays. Well, we're gonna try it this week and just see, go two different ways and just kind of see about, you know, what that looked like. But anyways, like I said, I didn't have to work today, so I figured, heck, I'll just go ahead and get started, and hopefully we'll have everything done by Friday evening. We got 11 on the list today for a total of 1365. That's kind of what I know that I already got. Maybe something else will come up. I know one lady will probably have some debris for us to haul off. She does about every time. So maybe another $25 or something there, but it's gonna be a pretty good day as far as routes go. This area up here has gotten big enough for us now to where you can come up here and cut a whole day, which is good. I'm looking at probably somewhere around 50 miles. And if we get this route done and I have time, I am going to branch out and go get one that we would do tomorrow. But it could kind of go either way. It's almost a little bit too far on this route. It's almost a little bit far on tomorrow's, but we got to go that way still, kind of, sort of, if that makes any sense. But I don't know that we'll get to it or not. We'll just have to see. I know we've been busy as crap with these lawns and getting new customers, and then of course, you know, we went through that big dry spell, and then we got just rain for like 6 or 7 days in a row, and it's been hot, and this grass is just thicker than it's been all year, growing like crazy. It's 7:45 right now. We should be at our first one here in the next probably 6 or 7 minutes. We're gonna go as far as we have to go this way and then work our way back down. We had to change the blades and everything this morning, and we also had to fill up the weed eater spool because we ran out last weekend. So I had to change it out and put a new one on it. And the Skag tires, they held up, but I went ahead and took them to 20. So it says, that's what it says the max is. I went ahead and took both of them to 20. I think one was, they were both right around 17 and a half. So the plug, when we put that new plug in there, it must have held. I think I went too deep with the first one and didn't get enough out, you know, to where it really sealed it up. So cut a couple yards and check on it. One thing I've been wanting to do that I did this morning is I took both the guards off the top of the pulleys on both them mowers. I've been wanting to do that just because there's so much stuff gets trapped up in there, and even when you go to blow it out, you know, stuff just gets trapped. And Cody even took this truck and those mowers Sunday and washed the truck and everything, and took and washed off the mowers. He didn't really like detail them. He just kind of took a pressure washer and, you know, just sprayed them off real good. And there's still stuff trapped in there behind them pulley guards. So like I say, I've been wanting to do that for a while. I just finally decided this morning, for whatever reason, I'm gonna do it. right, y'all, it's 9:16. We've got 2 done. We're at the 3rd one now. This is I wish that guy back there would let us go to 2 weeks, man, because it's 30 seconds. We pulled out of that guy's driveway at 9:16, and we're here at 9:16. And I wish that we didn't have to wait to do his once a month. I may talk to him about that. But I was just doing some math here on the first yard we went to. It's a once a month also, and it's that empty lot. Looks like we made about $1.25 per minute there. So I added up the time times 2, because it's 2 people, and divided it out by the price, and $1.25. Now I will say, if it was me and Cody, we would have made our money. And $1.25 is not far off. But I spent a little bit of time with Gabriel trying to, since he's going to be cutting with me today, a lot more on the mower than normal. I was trying to just get him into the striping and making wide turns and not ripping grass. So I spent a little bit of extra time over there doing that. So I think it'll be beneficial, you know, throughout the rest of the day. All right. It is 1:40, and we're on number 7. Had a little extra work at this one lady's house. She's always got something. Always got something. She wanted a 50-pound bag of pool salt put out today. Kills weeds, and I mean, I've seen it work, but I mean, anyways, she wanted a couple limbs trimmed, put that pool salt out, and clean up some debris where she'd been trimming on her fence line. Y'all know, if you've been following back earlier in the year, I did a video on it. This big old fence line she wanted trimmed, and well, we did some of it, and anyway, she ended up buying her a trimmer, and she's been doing it, and then leaving the piles in the yard for us to clean up. So we just been charging her a little bit on that, and other than it being kind of aggravating, you know, she pays the bill when we charge her for it. So there's that. But yeah, number 7, everything's going pretty good today. The only thing that I think may come back to bite me, depending on where I'm gonna come out at right here, is I forgot to get fuel when I was in town. I was gonna get it around lunch, so we'd have enough to get started in the morning and wouldn't have to get fuel right off the jump. I'm gonna drop my pen. But I realized I forgot, so I'm gonna have to look. I don't know. I may have enough. I think I got about 4 gallons back there. I may can split it up and have enough. But we're at about $745 right now, and we stopped and ate lunch. So, you know, that ain't great, but it ain't terrible. The best part about that is we're at 36.7 miles right now since the time we left this morning. So these are pretty tight. It's not going to get a whole lot more dense than that for us in our area where we live. All right, y'all, we finishing up the day. Man, everything went really, really well. I mean, honestly, until it didn't. Cody ended up getting off work early, and he showed up at, let's see, at the 6th yard, no, at the 7th yard, and helped us finish there for about 10 minutes, and then cut 2. And on that number 9 on that yard, we man, the bottom fell out. Just one of them summertime showers that wasn't, well, last time I looked, it wasn't even on, you know, rain chance. It rained, you know, pretty good, and then it quit. And of course, that's a big yard. And I tried to get some footage of it, man, but I guess I need to go in and charge every one of these batteries, because these batteries have been eating me up, you know, and they don't last long. I think this heat has something to do with it too. But anyways, I got a little bit of footage. And then the rain, you know, it rained, and then it quit, and then it rained. And I mean, it rained. I mean, I was already soaking wet, so we just kept cutting. And it looks awful. That yard grows at a ridiculously fast rate. It's almost like nothing I've ever seen before, how fast that grass growed from the height that we cut it at. Normally, when you cut something this time of year and you start raising the deck and you cut it on up there around that 4-inch mark, from 4 to, you know, say 8 to 10 inches, it don't really grow it's not as thick, for one, and for two, it doesn't get there quite as fast as if you cut it down, say, from 3 to 7, if that makes any sense. The closer you get to the bottom, the thicker the grass. And yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, it's not abnormal for us to have to double cut this time of year, pretty much in any situation, on a 2-week yard. And some of the yards on a 1 week still have to double cut them. But that one's on a whole nother level. I did pay attention though to the time, because we were way off last time when we went over there. And it come out to be, I'm not gonna do it again, but I think it was at $1.19. What you got? Yeah. Yes. Okay. I think it was at $1.19. So not far off when you consider the rain slowed us down. If we take the rain out of it and all, and I did mark down the time that Gabriel got done weed eating and everything, because that's one of those situations where we still had probably 40 minutes of cutting left and he's done, you know. So I marked it down just so I would know, if it's just me and Cody over there, about how long it would have took us. So we're close. It's just I think it needs to go to once a week, or it's gonna have to just get bumped up in price, and at least to get through this growing season. I'm a fan of either one. I don't know how far out of the way that one would be for us to have it on once a week. I have to look at it and see. It works great with this route today, and I really don't think it's all that far from the house, honestly, now that I think about it, because we came from there home, so it's not that far. So maybe just go once a week. But that is kind of a bad situation though, with, you know, not having 3 mowers on the trailer, not having a trailer big enough for 3 mowers, and then we got the 3rd guy, and which we don't always. Here lately we have, because we're trying to cram as much as we can, you know, into a day. But normal yards, this is like future speaking, right? So if we were to set up a crew, we're basing it off a 2-man deal. And I want the 2-man time to be good money, and I want it to be the same money for 1 person, even though I know it would take them a little bit longer. I still, it needs to be able to be the same, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it takes 2 men 30 minutes apiece, I know it'll take 1 man probably closer to 70 minutes than it would the hour, just because you got a little bit of extra walking. But I still want it to be really, really close. And then when you get the 3rd man in, you can't even, it really messes up the numbers. And you can't charge for it, because, well, I guess you could, but not in that situation, because, well, I just, you know, there was 40 minutes that he really just kind of did nothing. I mean, you know, he tried to stay busy, and he did things that, he kept doing things, but it's things that we wouldn't do, you know what I mean, on the regular. So, but with all that being said, it's 5:38, and Cody ended up just coming to one of the yards, so I just took him back, got his truck. We still ended up doing $1,240, and you know, somewhere right around about that 50 mile mark. is where it would have been without having to take him back. But unfortunately we left 2 on the list, and we had a couple extra things, you know, we did earlier today. So we still got 2 on the list, 100 and a 120. And yeah, if I did that right, we still got 1240. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So 1460 is what it would have been for today instead of 1365. So I'm pretty sure if we got this list done today, we were gonna have 16 for tomorrow, but it's gonna be 18 now, and I think there's one more. I need to call that lady right now while I'm thinking about it. But overall, pretty good day. One thing that's going on with that Skag, I said it in one of the videos, I don't know anything. I have got to call them and figure out what's going on here. When you jump off the trailer with that Skag and say you go back here and cut 10 minutes, and then for whatever reason you get a phone call or homeowner comes out or something and you got to turn it off, turn the blades off, you know, just for a second, turn the mower off and crank it right back up, the blades will not engage. Or if you don't even turn the mower off, if you just turn the blades off, hop off to get something, you know, move something, whatever, and jump back on, pull the blades up, they will not come back on. You got to sit there. It takes like 5-6 minutes. Sometimes it takes like 10 minutes. You got to turn it off, let it cool off. I don't know what the deal is with that. I got to figure out what that is though, because that's happening a lot. But pretty good day. Tomorrow, you know, which I already knew tomorrow was going to be daylight to dark. I mean, that's no surprise, but hopefully we can get it all done. I don't know that we'll be able to though. So, but yeah, that's it, man. Let me call this lady while I'm thinking about it, and see what she wants us to do, and we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday, August the 9th, and we are in the thick of things. Hope y'all's day went a little better than ours.